Hey Rich Nation, AJ Rich here, and welcome back to another Overlord reaction. We are watching today Season 1, Episode 3. We got to learn more about everybody in this world. There's more to just the, this inside lair area, their fortress, their area. There's more to it. There's an outside area, and at the very end of the last episode, we got to see it seemed like a bunch of knights, and that makes me think because they mentioned villages, so this place could be absolutely huge, and I'm excited to see this world and how big it is, and how the main character is going to, because he talked about in the last episode, he talked about taking over this world. So how is he gonna do it? How would he, is he going to act? How is he going to act? He has his mind where he's like a normal, regular guy, and then he's playing this dark person, and now he is, this Overlord, this dark person. I'm just curious to where this goes. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check these episodes, or a few episodes out early and uncut ahead over on patreon.com/AJRich123. It definitely helps me out, so feel free to check that out with this show along with a bunch of others. You can also go follow on Twitter at AJRich123, and let's go ahead and start. There's an actual outside world and things happening, and actual humans too. Ah. So there's a big hierarchy and a king and tons of stuff. These seem more like the good guys, though. Yeah, these are definitely the good guys. Huh. Yep, definitely good. Compared to the other guys, he definitely looks the part of evilness. I mean, that's even in a dark looking object. You would think he would have designed some type of girl with humongous boobs or something. These are supposed to be knights, but they're killing random villagers and stuff. Huh. It's like his personality is a bit different, or he's able to handle his emotions. Oh, this is the past. Yeah, when it was a game. So he got saved by a transformer or something. So that makes him sympathize. Sometimes I don't even remember that it's him talking and not somebody else when he switches to that deep voice. Oh, so that person was touch me. What stopped that? Oh. It's a dark portal. Oh, so he can get around like that. That's pretty freaking sweet. Oh! He can slay someone? That's badass. You can literally rip people's hearts out. He's a lady killer and a people killer. Well, he's willing to kill, which I think you have to be in his position. You know what I wonder though? I wonder if he is kind of seeing this as a game in his head still, because that can help you kind of blur the lines when you're killing people or doing bad things. You know, some people, you know, like Grand Theft Auto or any time. I mean, or if you're playing a bad guy in an RPG or something, like it makes you like not, it becomes, you become numb to it. I'm wondering if he's having that same feeling while being like this in this world. Oh, he's taking control over the body. So can he do like the undead army thing? And he had no control over him? Oh, he just took it like literally or something. I guess she has to have armor on too. So not to hurt the civilians. Potion. There. Oh yeah, she's probably. Oh, the little kid sees him as an evil person. He has like his humanity. So this type of stuff, he can, you know, he feels bad for them. Oh, he has healing and barrier magic. I wonder if he has access to every type of magic. Okay, yeah, he definitely has to have access to a ton of shit. Like high protection, goblin horn. That's pretty freaking OP. Huh. It must be, right? Ooh. Yeah, what a leader. That means you need to die next, most likely, if you're gonna be like that. Yep. This seems like the typical death of somebody. I'll give you money. I'll do anything. Why is that more funny than sad? Ain't that kind of overkill? You've beaten him speechless. Well, you know, if you retreat, he's not gonna follow. Like if you turned your, okay. Probably, that was pretty, oh! Yes! They're gonna go fucking headless in this show. Why am I rooting for, I knew it. Why? Oh, okay, he's what, okay. How is the mask gonna cover up your face is already strange. We're rooting for the bad guys. This is different. But they technically did good stuff? But won't it look like they're just trying to like rule them or something? Yep, see? Now he charges them and stuff. That's actually kind of smart. Now that I think about it, that's smart. Oh, okay. So he was scared. He was scared, or not he was scared, but the girl was scared because of the face. So he thinks the mask is going to make it so people don't get as scared. Maybe he doesn't look as dark like this, but I don't know. That's a bit confusing to me because you would think he's a bad guy regardless, but maybe the skeleton thing, like the mask must help, or there's no reason why he would do that. But you can tell, yeah, he's doing good stuff, but he also is numb to some of this stuff because he's like, it's troublesome. I'll have to silence those girls. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna protect these people, but hey, those girls saw my face, so now I'm gonna go kill them. So he is technically playing evil here. He had an ulterior motive.
僻地で研究していた世情に疎いマジックキャスターであるという言い訳を信じ、まうというある種呪われたこの通称嫉妬マスクを被っていても不思議。
What? This guy has like cheat codes or something.
その価値はあるが、今後使うのは危険かもしれない。次に周辺国家について広がる巨大な山脈を挟んで隣接するバハルス帝国という国があるという。
Huge empires. Oh, so they're trying to start stuff. Is there any people like AINZ though, or like dark people roaming around? That's the only way he's going to be able to get more information. Talking to people, get more information. You can revive people too. So a lot of these people don't know. This is what I'm getting from that sentence. A lot of these people do not know like about all this stuff that he has. He can revive people. He's got like all these freaking OP items and stuff that I'm guessing no one else has. So if he's suddenly able to do something like that, if he shows something like, hey, I can revive the dead, then he's going to be like a commodity. He'll be possibly a god to people, or he could put a big check mark, like he could be a target because people might want that. There could be a lot of bad things that could happen to him because of his actions. So every time he uses something that people might not know about, it could be bad. So he has to pick and choose and make good decisions. Okay, so there's a lot of consequences that could happen here. And he's building a reputation. I wonder if there is other players. That was like the first question that popped up into my head, but she seemed to. Technically, he's human. Is his emotions like completely gone? So more people already in that short span of time? He must have some type of strategy here. Or since he had, I don't know. He has so much items and he's so powerful. Does he not? He must not. Oh, I thought he wasn't gonna give his name. Actually, he can put him in, you know, he can get on good terms with these guys. That would be a benefit. I like how AINZ works. Like, I liked how he was really smart about how he carried himself. He, you know, he gave a name. Now they know him, right? They know him. He put a mask on himself so he doesn't so they don't know his actual look. And then he didn't use items that he has. And I might have to go back. You guys can explain that to me if I kind of like misinterpreted it or missed it. But it seemed like he has items to be able to revive people like a couple ways. But he doesn't want to use those items because then people will know that he has them, and who knows how people will react once there is that type of thing in the world. But he was also like restructuring their currency and trying to he's obviously smart, and and he knows the basics of the world because he played the game. But it seems like it seems like there would be like differences, right? It's like the way he acted, it seems like there would be differences in the world, you would think, but who knows? Like, that's what I'm wondering. Like, was the entire area the exact same, or is things like different? That's the only confusing part, because now that it's not a game anymore, he seems still confused, like that it seems to me that it's different, because if it wasn't, I would think he would know where to go like immediately, right? And he would know what to do. But now that everybody's kind of doing their own thing and there's all these areas, he has to strategize. And I think the very end was a good idea too, because now they know his name, they know him for good things, and I thought he was doing it more to help people at first, but now I'm thinking it was more of like a strategy. Like, he even says he does not have, because he's undead, he doesn't have emotion. He didn't feel anything, so his emotions must be gone. And something, I guess, if you're an undead, you're dead. How do you have emotions? But that's very weird, because I don't know, like I think that's probably one of the more confusing things to me so far in this show, is how even though he's talking in two voices, right? He's talking in his inner voice, that's him, but before he, became this, and then his outside appearance, right? And I feel like his emotions should still be there, because he's talking in that voice, and you can, when he's talking about something, you hear it. You hear how he's reacting. That's why, how is he not feeling anything if he's able to do that? I think that's why it's a little bit confusing to me there. But hopefully that's explained at some point. But yeah, his emotions, he can really do anything. I mean, he was fucking cutting off people's heads. That's when I saw that, I thought my initial reaction would be, hey, to freak out. But because he's the main character, and because it's like these, they're bad guys, I couldn't help but get excited and root for them. Now, once I knew, did you guys feel like that as well when you watched this? Did you feel like you rooted for them immediately? Because that's what it felt like to me. Like, I don't know. It's really strange, because I'm so used to the viewer being on, like, rooting for the good guys. That's why this is such a drastic change, but I love it. I like different perspectives, and that's what we're getting here. We're kind of seeing the dark side, but then you combined it with, dropped in this world, and he's a human, and he was just a normal person dropped into this. So it's like, and then combined with him being like an evil overlord. So it's like combo on combo on combo. I like it though. It's really, I think there's so much potential and so many things they can do with this concept, and they're doing excellent world building so far. I feel like I'm learning a lot about the outside. I'm trying to through the episode, that's why I'm making more pauses on this show, is because I feel like I'm trying to absorb, there's so much information coming at us, and like, I probably missed some too, but there's so much information coming at us with the lore, the world in general. There just seems to be so much that I'm trying to absorb as much as I possibly can, because I feel like it's so easy to miss something. That's the way this seems designed. Like, you need to know all this information. So I'm trying to figure it all out. And I guess it was another good, it was a good showing of, like, when Albedo went there and she didn't like humans and was disgusted and stuff. It was a good reminder that they are technically, bad guys. They're like, they're following their overlord and they don't like humans. It was just a good reminder that we're not following the good side here, and humans are technically disgusting to our main characters. So it's strange to see it like that, because your initial thought is, oh crap, they're getting slaughtered. You want to feel bad for them, and and then even like it was just a first an impulse to be like, oh, I got to make sure that these guys, I thought my first thought was, okay, AINZ is definitely caring about these guys. He's doing it for a good reason. That was like my first thought process. It had to be that. But now that I've watched to the end of this episode and the way he explained about being emotionless and not feeling anything from doing those bad things, I don't think he was obviously doing it to strategize, get information, and build up and for himself. And that kind of changes things a bit. So that's why I got to make sure it's so hard not to care about the other guy, you know, other people. But now we're following a main character like this. We need to pay attention and look at it from a different perspective. It's definitely different. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Check out the Patreon at patreon.com/AJRich123 if you want to check out uncut reactions, early releases. You can also check out the Twitter at AJRich123. Go follow over there, or check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/AJRich for streams. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.